It's HPR, All Things Considered. I'm Dave Lawrence. Bill Cosby, his career spanned decades, styles, media platforms. Along the way, he picked up a Ph.D. in education. It's remained a theme in his life. Ahead of a pair of island dates at the Mac in Kahului Friday and the Blaisdell Concert Hall in Honolulu Saturday, he told us that at 75, he's been thinking about some lessons from his past.
I've been reflecting on my sixth grade teacher and my fifth grade teacher and my mother, because these three women played a huge part in the life of young Bill.
Right.
Education clearly sits way atop. The fifth grade school teacher, first of all, was a black woman. Her name's Miss McKinney. We used to have assembly. I don't know if you ever had that.
Yeah, they had that. Put everybody in one big room like the auditorium or something.
Yeah. Of course, elementary school, you do the Pledge of Allegiance and you sing the national anthem. We sang a lot of Irish songs. Now, the population, we were about 87% black. This one day, we came back to the classroom after the assembly, and Miss McKinney, she said, the next time they ask us to sing Old Black Joe, you will not sing. You will keep your mouths closed. And then she pointed to me and she said, William, come up here and you tell them a story. I will be back. Well, we never sang that song again. In its place was the Negro National Anthem. It followed the national anthem.
Wow.
And I believe she was the one responsible.
And you had mentioned there was another critical teacher.
This woman is white. Her last name is Forchick. She and my mother, they knew each other. This Miss Forchick was the teacher. She will make you do your work. But I did not realize that my mother had said, make sure you get him.
Your mom wanted you to have a really challenging instructor.
Right. Well, this woman started on me and stayed
on you.
On me.
Right. When you talk about your mom, wasn't there an enormous sense of pride from her, and I would think even in yourself, that even after achieving celebrity in the 60s, you decided that the education was crucial to you. You went back to school.
I walked across that stage, and Chancellor Bromley gave me my diploma, and I walked off the stage, and there was a big roar, and I sat down, and a security guard fell. This is outdoors on the football stadium.
UMass Amherst?
Yeah. And I looked. My mother had knocked him over, 4'11", because he tried to block her. She knocked him over and came over and sat on my lap.
You carry all these lessons with you, huh?
The main thing when I woke up in the Navy, education, education, education. The steps that lead to a better view of yourself, education. So I had to do things that I looked at as things that I would have to do forever if I didn't get an education. Yeah. When I got out of the Navy, I knew I wanted to be a school teacher because I'm going to give this information to these 7th and 8th grade boys.
You want to pass it along.
And not only pass it, it's going to get in them.
Inspire.
Because I'm jacking people up.
Got it.
Yeah, boy. I needed somebody to sit on me.
And push you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm also saying that if there are people who won't say something to you, but just let you do it, there's a problem.
Despite all your successes, there were shows that didn't last. There were projects that didn't work out. Yet you kept returning. You were unfazed. You never seemed to let any failures stunt your creativity.
I always had the monologues. When you look at it, those things, Temple University, remedial English, writing a composition, and may I add, turning it in on time, young fella. And when the professor turned the papers back, I got the same reaction when I used to not turn the papers in, and that was I got no paper. And he had it, and he read it to the class. That made a break in my thinking and believing that I could think in a different way, and that started it all. So with all of the downs and the ups in performing, in show business, I still had a safe haven, and that was
the monologue.
And is the monologues.
Bill, man, a huge thrill to get to talk to you, and I hope this hasn't been a hassle.
No. You make sure you get tickets for the show. I'll see you.
Be safe, Bill. Aloha,
Thank
man.
you.
You're welcome. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.